Hello and welcome everyone. Sorry we were a little late today, but man, these allergies are still killing me. So, our colony has not changed. Still gotta mine out all that stuff, and I got some steel over here, huh? Compacted steel, more compacted steel. I got some plasteel over here, which is awesome. But, no. So today's topic will be gun and gun myths. And where are these guys at? Oh, they're still coming. I have, yeah, I do have an extra bed. All right, that's good. But yeah. So the main crux of what I'm talking about here is um, media influenced gun truths. So one of my all-time favorite "you don't know what you're talking about" sayings is "fully semi-auto." So there was a general, is what he claimed to be. Um, I don't really understand how a general wouldn't have, either he was playing a part or something like that that I don't really truly understand. Like, it makes literally no sense to me. But he's sitting there uh, in a gun range, and he goes, "This is semi-auto," and he shoots the gun fairly normally, even though it's throwing his like personal self back. Like every time he fires a 223 round out of, you know, which I have seen children do, and it's not an exaggeration. That is the literal thing that I have seen children do. Huh, thought I had more guns than that. Anyway, you don't have a gun, you don't have a gun. So you will take shuriken pistol. And what is your... You are a good meleeer. Let's have you equip. Oh, power sword. Better than a chain sword. Anyway, um, but yeah, so the short of that is there is no such thing as fully semi-auto. Uh, any modern firearm, for the most part, save bolt-action rifles and shotguns are another one that occasionally are not, but most of them are semi-automatic at this point. And semi-automatic is semi-automatic. It doesn't really matter how you slice it. Yeah, so that's another thing. When they talk about these great big scary rifles, please don't let them fool you. Um, because there is nothing scary about an AR-15. And they like to say, well, these rifles are made for military use. No, the AR-15 is not. And that is a designation given to a civilian-made rifle. The military gun Ah, there's the other shuriken pistol. I thought I had two. It is literally, in no way, shape, or form, a military rifle. Because you can have fully automatic or 3-round burst rifles. You can't. You're not allowed to. You know, they've long since removed our ability to defend ourselves that way. That was back in the 80s under the great and powerful Ronald Reagan. Some of the other myths is that, hey, that's a wild human again. He just ate my food. Somebody tame him. Where's my handling? Rick has 2. You have 4. You have 4. Tame the human. That's gotta be a bug. It still makes me laugh. But the main crux of the thing I'm getting at here is when you tune into your local media source, they are often going to tell you a lot of lies when it comes to firearms. Now, that has not been in the news lately, but it's just a matter of time before they get back on that horse. It's just a matter of some crazy person, you know, for reasons unbeknownst to me, gets it in his head that he wants to do something crazy. I know I was using the word crazy a lot, but anybody who shoots a bunch of people is in fact crazy. There's no other way around it. All my stuff has been messed up. Reset all my things. But what would alright, so I have heard on the media several times that you can go out and buy a fully automatic AR-15. Well, that's an impossibility because the AR-15 is specifically designed so you can't make it fully automatic. And if it was fully automatic, it would no longer be an AR-15. It would be an M16 variant. An M16 being M is a designated for military rifle number 16. Or, in this case, an M4. And things like that. Because you can't have I cannot go buy a fully automatic weapon. I just can't. Not in this country. It is impossible to just go out and buy it at your local gun store. You have to fill out a lot of paperwork. You have to have a reason to have a machine gun. Or should I say an automatic rifle. Machine gun is specifically designating things that are belt fed, so to speak. A gun that is designed to have long sustained firing in a general direction. That is what a machine gun is. The average person couldn't afford a quote-unquote machine gun, be it now you can have anything that's grandfathered in can be transferred to you through a long laborious process and in a very expensive process. Very, very expensive. And the myth is the myth is that anybody can just go out and get this. You know, I can go down to the local gun store and buy my fully automatic rifle, go outside and just start waylaying 30 people willy-nilly. Now, that's just not the case. If I wanted to get something that was fully automatic, I would basically have to have a gun manufacturing license to be able to do this. And that cost, I believe it was 400 something a year annually to maintain, and upwards of $1,000 just to get in the first place. So the fact that anybody even says, oh, you can get a fully automatic weapon is their own ignorance. And that's your automatic rifle thing. You can't get one. I'm sorry. You can't have one. The world doesn't want you to have it. It sucks. Or at least the United States doesn't want you to have it. But you know what? Whoop-de-doo. Most people don't have the money to fire like a fully automatic weapon because it's expensive. Most of the guns they use 308. Some do use 5.56 or the AR-15 round, which is a small round, by the way. It is not a large round. It is just a mad raccoon. Oh, the humanity of it all. Oh, a couple of mad raccoons. What are you doing, Rick? Rick, back here. See if they can even make it through the traps. Nope. And nope. Okay. But also, there's nothing scary about the AR in general. It is just a useful platform. You know, like technology expands, same as computers, everything else. They think that, some of them seem to think that we need to be, bolt action only. That's all you need to hunt. Well, no. I can't hunt boar and other game like that are needed to be hunted because they are considered nuisance to Texas and other places. You can't hunt those with a bolt action. I mean, you can, but it's going to end badly because if you don't hit that boar correctly, he's coming for you. He's not going to run away. He's not a deer. He's coming at you. He's going to get you. And there's a reason why people use semi-automatic weapons for boar hunting. Other large game, bear hunting, things of that nature, they don't require, but it is far better to use a semi-automatic rifle for both your safety and the safety of the animal. What I mean by that is, if you hit a bear with first of all, you're not going to be able to hunt a bear with a 5.56 anyway. It's illegal because it is not a powerful enough round to kill it. Many states don't even allow you to hunt deer with it because it's not powerful enough. It doesn't have enough stopping power. It doesn't have enough killing power to do this. But, so we like our AR-15. And people are like, well, you have no use for it. I'm like, well, there's home defense. Hold on. I've got to figure this out. Stupid bomb rats. All right, but so you have self-defense, and you know, the great state of California would like you to think that you don't need 30 rounds to defend yourself. However, recent events should teach you otherwise, where in most of the cases, 30 rounds didn't seem like enough. You know, those people in Illinois. Shuttle has arrived. Our lovely individual can go away and I can get my advanced components. But as a general rule, these rifles are not in any way, shape, or form any more deadly, so to speak, than any other. They don't kill things more effective. In fact, it is a long-standing, you know, understanding that the AR-15 is the round itself is a little less capable at killing humans than, say, the 7.62 by 39. Slightly more accurate. No, not slightly. A more accurate round, just due to design. The 7.62 by 39 is a very old round, so it's not a detriment to. It's not. I'm not saying AK-47 round is, you know, bad. It's used all over the world and it seems very effective, but it's a different round. That one is actually designed for killing people, whereas the 5.56 was literally designed to kill like coyotes and other vermin things. But we have found that it was more than effective enough at, you know, stopping a human. Because the goal isn't all, like in war, I mean, the goal is to make sure your enemy can't shoot you back. And that's the beauty of what the 5.56 does, which is creates a hydrostatic shock inside the body, which for the most part will put you down. It may not stop you in the sense that it tears a, you know, quarter size, you know, or a fist size hole out your back like a shotgun does, or, you know, a slug, but it will in fact make you not want to move anymore because it's done a lot of internal damage in a different way. You know, it is a very different way of thinking when they made that versus like the 308 round or 7.62 by 51, if you want a bit NATO style on me. But yeah, for the most part, the 5.56 round is a little bit underwhelming, in all honesty. If you want to see any, like, go watch a video where you shoot a watermelon with a 5.56 round, and you like, it's gonna look all awesome and explodey and look all devastating. But what that really is the way the round displaces water due to supersonic sound or speed slowing down real quick. It is a different effect, and it gives a really cool indication of what happens when things that move fast go through you. It doesn't actually bust you open and split you like the watermelon. You are made of far stiffer stuff than a watermelon. We're gonna bio refueling. All right. Yay! I can make electricity now. Yay! But yeah, we'll make a battery farm. Where do I want to put my batteries? I'll put them down here. do for now. But, so, don't believe all the hype or the misinformation that comes along with that. Oh, well, that's an issue. Construction 5 0 2 0 4. Alright, looks like I need to build things. Because their construction skill is too low. We'll let them build the things down there. But yeah, alright, now let's move on to the other great myth about the AR-15, and that it is the most dangerous weapon in the world. It is used for all the greatest killings and things like that. Again, an entirely wrong assumption. Why are you... Would you go eat then, genius? Oh, how did I run out of food? Well, that's no good. Alright, hunt the turkey. Hunt the tortoise, hunt the tortoise. The raccoons. Not the bomb rat. The hares, the hares, the hares. The rat, the rat, the rat. The squirrels, the squirrels, the squirrels. Ooh, alpacas. Get all them too. Go watch him shoot at things. Oh, he fell down. My boom. Let me guess, malnutrition as well. Oh, might lose the colony. It's okay. I actually like this one too. But, no. I'm gonna have to change everybody to hunt. Why is Rick having a major break risk? Oh yeah, they're gonna all starve to death. Oh, he died. Oh well, we will create a new colony next time. But yeah, so the the handgun is used in more killings by per capita, both mass shootings and non-mass shootings, than any AR-15 has ever been used. Now you have the Vegas thing. He didn't actually use an AR-15. He used an AR-10. There was a bolt-action rifle. There was a couple other semi-auto rifle variants, but none of them, as far as I knew, were actually AR-15s. They were larger caliber weapons. I think there was an AR-15 there, but none of the rounds had been actually fired out of that gun because I'm assuming he assembled it himself. I'm not really sure, but from my understanding, it wouldn't fire. Like it was non-functional for whatever reason. He didn't put it together correctly or something. But no AR-15 was actually used in that one. There were other semi-automatic firearms, but not an AR-15. And now an AR-10 is just a larger caliber version of the AR-15, but that's not really my point. So it's not that I'm saying it doesn't work, it's just that there is a difference. And the point of this is everybody's saying myths. So they say this AR-10, which is a different firearm. It is larger. None of the parts are interchangeable with an AR-15. It is a entirely different firearm. It looks very similar though, and as far as if somebody made the mistake of calling it one or the other, I guess if you aren't a big gun enthusiast or anything like that, that is an okay thing to know. Like, that doesn't bother me. But if you are a news media, you should have your facts correct. Um, but handguns are by and large used more in shootings, do everything. Does that mean I want people to get, like, just stop messing with my black rifle, go after handguns? No. I don't want you to take away handguns either. I don't want you to take away any guns. I want you to give me more guns. I want you to give me the rights back to be able to buy different kinds of fully automatic weapons. I don't care. Not that I, like, even fully automatic rifles back in the 80s, they were still insanely expensive. That's not something that people often aspired to using. That was a toy. That was something fun. You go to, your buddy's farm. He's got an old beat up Honda Civic, and you just, like you have extra money for whatever reason, and that's what is enjoyable to you, and that's fine. Like, there's no reason why anybody should take away from one person's ability to have fun versus another person's ability to have fun. You just don't do it. It doesn't matter who is involved in this. Like, you are not that individual. That individual finds that particular action fun. It is not your place to tell me or that person that shooting is not a viable like, just going out and shooting targets isn't a viable reason for having these guns, when it in fact is. I don't think it's a viable reason for you to have glittery stamps, because I think it's dumb. But do I think that you should not have glittery stamps? No. Unfair comparison by and large. I get the difference between, you can hurt somebody with a fully automatic rifle, you can't hurt somebody with a glitter stamp. However, glitter is evil, and it gets everywhere, and it's evil. It is evil. So I do compare glitter to guns. Absolutely, because glitter is the bane of every person's existence. It's there for like weeks. You can't get rid of it. But again, sorry about the frog in the throat, guys. Hopefully this weather will pass, and I'll have some. I won't be so congested. But yeah, shotguns. Now there's another one. People think, I have heard this before, that shotguns are just these, weapons of mass killing because they spread out. No, it's not the case. Most of the time, unless you're really, really close, the shotgun is not, like, it can kill you at range if the right ammunition is used, but for the most part, people, they don't, they're like, oh, well, you can send a cone out and get 5 people with a shotgun. No, that's not how that works. You can hit 5 people with BBs in their butts that will be annoyed. They're not going to die. They're really not. They're not even barely going to be wounded. They'll be up the next day. If you've ever been shot with a Red Ryder in the ass, it's about the same. I mean, with bird shot, or, like the number one bird shot and stuff like that people think of that have that wide spread. Yeah, it kills a bird, but a bird is not a human. A human is far tougher than a bird. You can step on a bird and kill it. Now, you can step on a human repeatedly and kill it, or if you step in just the right place. Now, that being said, if you were to shoot somebody and the BB hits in their neck in just the right place, you can in fact kill them. But the likelihood of that is slim. Killing a lot of people with that is the myth. You can kill a person with a shotgun. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Using the right ammunition, buckshot, things like that. That will kill a human being. Using birdshot on a human, although extremely painful, will not kill them. Most of the time. There are exceptions to all of that. But that doesn't mean go out and shoot have a shotgun, blast party. It's not Nerf. It's still going to hurt. You're going to end up in the hospital. But you're not going to die. But, I have been in the side path of a bird shot because somebody's an idiot, and it caught me in the back of the leg. It barely went through my pants and into my skin. Like, it hurt, and I had a bruise, and I probably don't even have a scar there anymore, to tell you the truth. But it was no big deal. Like, I was in no danger. I had a bruise and, a little bit of blood, and that was it, And that's birdshot. It's not going to, you're not going to get this wide, massive spread and nail 8 people and kill them. It's just not going to happen. Now, if you're point blank with that birdshot, yeah, it'll kill you. Because it's just a mass of BBs going into one area. That is going to cause problems. But any significant range, farther than 10, 20, 30 feet, which is about where I was, about 30, 35 feet, it's not going to have that effect. Nor will it have the spread until it is that far. So the myth that, if you fire at a crowd with a shotgun, you're going to hit 20 people and kill them is entirely false. The fact that in California specifically, I think New York, there's a couple other states too, think that limiting me to 10 rounds is going to somehow reduce my ability or somebody's ability to kill somebody else. First of all, if you've gone out and chosen to kill somebody, you no longer care about the law, and now the only thing you have done is reduce the person he's trying to kill, who is abiding by the law, his ability to defend himself. So you don't those round capacity things or the magazine changing things that they have in California, that weird ass whatever that is. Like, I feel terrible for those people. You can't have a magazine. Like, you have to have like a screwdriver to be able to take it out or something weird now. They keep changing the goalpost on that one. But as an entirety, you can't expect it to be. You can't expect a criminal to abide by the law. He's already not. Hence the definition criminal. So, making a 30-round magazine illegal literally does nothing but hurt the law-abiding citizens. I don't know why gun activists and gun control people don't seem to grasp that fact. That by trying to take away my AR-15, you are literally just you're just putting it in the hands of those who are already intending to do harm. You're not going to change anything. You're not. It's not going to be this, if we ban ARs or assault rifles, which by the way is wrong. There is no such thing as an assault rifle. You can use a rifle in an assault, and there are, but AR stands for automatic rifle. That's what it stands for. It does not stand for assault. That is a word entirely made up by the left. Or, not the left. That's an entirely different ball of wax. Gun control activists. That is something people who want to control your ability to own firearms have long since made up. It does not stand for that. There is no such thing. Now, if you go and look it up in the dictionary, it will in fact tell you what it is. Wikipedia has a spot on it, but that's because it's in such common use. But it is a set of words that were originally designed to strike fear into the population. And the fact that nobody's ever called him out on this is despicable. Well, sorry. No one in the with power, no politicians or news media outlets have ever called them out on this nonsense. Fox maybe. I don't know. I don't prescribe to their level of insanity either. But for the most part, none of them have done anything about making that particular thing go away. It's probably to them it's not a battle worth fighting, I'm sure. But to those of us who love guns, it is really irritating. You know, um, it's one of the reasons why certain sports have never taken off. Three-gun shooting is a massive sport that involves ARs. You know, but you're hard pressed to ever find any coverage on it. You know, there's more skill involved in doing a three-gun competition than there is playing Overwatch. Not saying playing Overwatch at a professional level that there isn't skill involved, or I don't know, a lot of Red Bull. But sorry about that, folks. Had a bit of a coughing fit there. But you can't. There like in actual time and practice and things like that, and just general natural skill involved with it. Three-gun shooting is not an easy competition. It is a lot harder than it looks. Changing mags that quickly, like you'll see some of those guys, it's lightning quick. Now, mind you, that's in a controlled setting. I'm not saying that you should go out like that. Those people are readying themselves for war because they're not. You know, that's a controlled environment. There's nothing else going on. But when they're in their zone, when they're you know having their competition, it is downright amazing and very impressive. Uh, I give kudos to all those people who do that kind of stuff. And then you have people who, like with three gun competitions, they go out of their way to use older weapons, like forgotten weapons. That guy, you'll see him. He's got a lot of videos of him using like weird French guns and old World War One semi-automatic rifles to do these three gun competitions. Now, mind you, he gets an okay score, but he doesn't intend to win with that stuff. He just thinks it's a lot of fun, and he's right. I mean, to do it with different weaponry and stuff like that, that is a lot of fun. So go check out that if you are interested in firearms at all. But I think that's about it for my time. We may do a long view of that later on. I'm not sure, but that's about 45 minutes. So I will bid you all a farewell. We'll start a new colony because I was not paying attention at all to this one while talking today.